Hello, everybody. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I am going to do some just card bases. I mean, the fronts of cards. So I have the card front pre-made, and then when I need cards and I have blank cards, all I'll have to do is pop one of these onto it. And I thought this could be fun. So I've got the green bits and bobs packet pulled out here, and I'm just kind of sorting it by paper, images, accents, stickers, that kind of thing. And I thought we'd play with this for a little bit. I'm going to stay on about an hour. And then Yolande will be on at Deb and Rex. And from what I understand, Kathy Arbor's going to be on with her. So lots to see today. So let me just kind of do my thing here for a minute while everybody comes in. And Mary, your postcards finally arrived. I've been getting notification through the USPS that they were supposed to be delivered, and I'd go to the mailbox and there was nothing there. And that's been happening for a while, but I got two today. So I got these two today. I know you sent one before the other. Let's see, this one says 4/2/2024, and then this one says, I don't see a date on it. Yeah, 4/12. So this one's been traveling. I don't know where all it's gone, but maybe this should say wander instead of wonder. So anyway, they're here. Thank you very much. I just thought it was kind of funny that it said wonder, and I was like, no, that should be wander. It's been wandering. So we're just going to quickly do up some cards. And I like to kind of divide and conquer. I think that was from Ruth Lamb. Might save that and put it in a journal. So we've got some images and things, some doodads. Those are really old. Looking real quick. My dishwasher's making noise, so if you guys hear it, that's what that is. It's letting me know it's done. The Bosch dishwasher. If you guys want a quiet dishwasher, the Bosch is the best to get. There's a little light, a little red light shows on the floor to let me know it's on. That's how quiet it is. It's quite the reprieve after that noisy thing we had before. Those could be fun there. There's a found relative. There's another one. I think those were made by Cheryl. All right. I think I got enough divided up. So what I want to do is cut some mats, because the cards I'm aiming to have these ready for are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to cut mats. And I'm going to cut my background base. So I'll cut some black mats to mount whatever I do on. I think some of this was from Janet Baum too, some of the dyed papers and such. Some green beer, little turtle. Okay, I think we're good enough. All right, so let's cut some mats, and I'm just going to do 4 mats. So if your card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so I'm going to cut these 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so 5 1/4 and 5 1/4. And then I'll cut these at 4 this way. And that should be 6 cards. So there's 4 mats. So now I want to cut a 1/4 inch smaller on those. I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 sheets at once. So 3 3/4. 3 3/4. Is that right? Yeah. 3 3/4. And then at 5. That way I'll have these all ready to go and we can just grab one. I was going to try to do them before I came on. So we'll build a card base on this, on the white. And then once we get the card front, and then we'll put it on a mat. And I'll have these set aside. And then all I'll have to do is glue this onto a card. So that way I'll have some ahead. I don't know if I have any card bases left, but I have paper that I can make card bases. So I'm just going to grab one of these. Maybe I should have just kept that one I had. So hi Mary, hi Joyce, hi Ruth, hi Kathy. And Kathy, what's on everybody's play table today? Kathy wants to know. I just finished crocheting some little flowers for each person that participated in the boho swap. So I've got those ready to go. I have 2 5x7 panels to surprise somebody on my list that we created that one day of people that wanted Happy Mail kind of surprises every once in a while. Working my way down the list. So I'm not going to say who's going to get what I'm sending out. It's just going to show up. The only time I'll run into a pickle is if I come across somebody I don't have their address for. All right, so we have the base. So let's just grab a piece of paper. And I'm just going to set this down. And I can cut this maybe slightly smaller and have it look like it's been multi-matted. Let's go ahead and do that. So now I got to remember what I cut that at. So what I do in my head is I say, okay, the card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then my black mat is a 1/4 inch smaller than that. And then this is 1/4 inch smaller than that. So I know the width on this was 3 3/4. So I'll do 3 1/2. And then 5 1/2, 5 1/4, 5. So 4 3/4. And see, ta-da. See, even that, just like that, would be a pretty card. I'm just going to keep the paper trimmer up here. But we can layer this up with some other things, maybe. Let's look at the colors we have here. Maybe bring this over some. Just looking to see what I have. This is kind of cool looking. Maybe put a band on it. That's a possibility. That would give me a place to put a sentiment. I don't really care for that much. Let me look, see what else I have here. Hi, Janet. I just like to pull the bits and bobs binders out and try to use some of this stuff up. Oh, I kind of like this color. So if I cut a strip of this, oh, you know what I ought to do? Let's just look at the little, I got these set aside, the little notes. And see, I could just map one of these sayings and put it on there and glue it down, and we could call it good. What would be nice is if I can find a dragonfly sticker or something to put on there as well. Let's do the today is full of possibilities. And if I set that like I'm going to mat it, then I can cut that out here. And if I use this, there we go. Guess I should have got some adhesive out. Oh, I like that. Just like that. Let's get some double-sided tape out. Hi, Ian. Ruth is knitting a shrug. Joyce is crocheting an antique doll pattern. Oh, how cool is that? The what's the girl? The one that does the vintage patterns. She did a 1970s hair crocheted hair like bandana hair cover that I thought looked cool. Oh, I like the back of that too, but I really like the dragonflies on the front of this. And as I'm putting this tape on, I just noticed something that we're going to deal with. Let me grab. The paper has a white core, and I'd like to cover that up. So that's going to go on there. Let me grab my fat Sharpie. Oh, I like that. That'll be one card. All I got to do is make a base for. Let me grab a Sharpie. Been fighting a headache all day. And I don't know if it's like just in my head that I went into a medical facility yesterday, and I always come out paranoid that I've caught something. But I did my mammogram, and thankfully they had the new 3D thing, so I didn't have to. I'm so glad I went to a different doctor and got in with a different mammogram facility, because that after last year's experience, or the last time I went's experience, I've been putting it off because of it. It really is in the technician you get and the focus on the actual facility. Because where I went the last time, not yesterday, but the last time I went, it was bad. Now, does this green paper have a core? No, it's solid. So now I've done that. I can put this on here. But anytime I go in there, and then on the website, it said, you must wear a mask. So I get there, there's nobody wearing a mask. It's except the really frail older people that were going up to the geriatrics floor. So it's hard to know. You just don't have the eye. It's something you develop, Kathy. You just have to try. This card kind of made itself. This paper is so pretty. And I'm sticking the saying I'm putting on it. It says, today is full of possibilities. So I'm going to stick this together. I'm going to put it on a mat, and then I'll set it aside. And then when I need more cards, I'll just grab these. There's like a pine cone or something there. I always try to attach, I don't want this just floating. I try to attach it at the edge of something or have it near the focal image so that it's anchored. That's the word I'm thinking. I want it to be anchored. So let me grab one of my bases and we'll stick this on here. Hi, Nettie. Nettie's in the house. Nettie, do you want us to add you to Thursday? I don't know if you're in the Thursday chat list. Yes, you are. You are in that one. And I'm learning how to set a chat up for Fridays. It took me a minute. I have to do it manually. I miss the rooms. I don't think they realized how many people were using the rooms. Or maybe they did. And then decided there's too many people using the rooms. We're going to limit them. I need to set the quotes or sayings aside, or I'll get them all mixed in and then I won't be able to find them. So if I pop this on here, this is ready to just be popped down on a card base. And that was my idea, is just to have some of these just ready. And what you could do, if you don't want to put it on a card, just put another one of these on the back. And you could write on this, and then whoever got it could just like stick it in a pocket in their journal. So you don't have to make a card that opens and closes. You could just do that and then write your message there. What do you think about that? Just an idea. All right, I'm going to set that one back. I'm going to set these out of the way. Let's grab another one, see what we can do. I really like this color. Get down to these painty papers I had here. And I'm going to quickly look back to the focal images that are down underneath that I just buried. I like this purple, and it's got some green on the back as well. Let's see. Something with more of a blue-green. Ooh, this is cool looking. Oh, that's a napkin. Laugh as a smile with the volume turned up. Let's just see. I'm just grabbing things. See, even that, those could kind of go together. The turtle. You'll see me put things down and then snatch them back. That's one of those vellum ones that's a Dickens to get open, but that would be cool together. Let's just grab some of this stuff. That's pretty. There it is without the bling. Looking to see if I have anything else. I really want to make one with that big butterfly. Oh no, you have to draw it all over again? Oh no. There's one of them birds. All right. Not sure. I'm kind of liking what's going on here, but I like this turtle with this. So let's keep all of this right here together. And we'll do that one next. We'll get down here to this base here. And I think I'm just going to cover this whole thing. Wish I had where I could stick them all down this back without doing individual pieces here. But I'm going to decorate this whole surface this time instead of leaving an edge, just so you can see the different methods, I guess you could say. I've made beef vegetable soup and it smells good in here. My stomach is like, oh, you got to wait till Scott gets home. Hi, Star Wolf Lori. I have not seen you in ages. Hello. I'm just doing quick card fronts like this that I can have at the ready for when I need more cards. I'm trying to send out more Happy Mail, even though the price of postage is going up again on us. And I need to order some of the new stamps. I got the ones with the new manatees on them, and they're really pretty. Will this fit this way? No. All right, so I'm just going to put this on here, and then I'll cut around it. Just need a pair of scissors. You guys don't fight over that one basket, okay? No fighting. I did a short of the kittens. They're going on 3 weeks old. So what, another 3 to 4 weeks and they will need to find a home. They're getting so big. Their mama is doing a good job. And we are going to get the little female fixed. She'll just be our yard cat. She'll just hang out there. I'll have to have her somewhere while she's recovering. I'll probably just let her stay on the porch and not let my cats go out on the porch. That will probably bum them out, but I got to keep her safe while she's recovering. Now, this right here is just off an old calendar. So look at even the small pictures on old calendars. Now, see, I can turn this way and it will fit there. And we can use this as a way to kind of hold it together here. Let's see here. How am I going to get my saying on there? He's not very square. I'm going to square this up. Let's see. The top two look straight. I knew that wasn't straight. Let's just do this down to 3 inches. There we go. And that'll give me some space where I can take this maybe now and put it down here. And then we'll put this there. And then I can put my little saying right there, mounted on a mat, and another card front is done. You're expecting kittens any day now? This little cat was turned out by the neighbors who, it's basically a cat factory next door. And they're irresponsible. And they've turned her out. This is her second litter. The first one she had them hidden when they were real little. And I didn't get them tamed to where they could be adopted. So I told Scott, I said, this time I'm going to handle these kittens and I'm going to get them so they're not scared. And maybe we can find them families and we'll get the mama cat fixed. She'll be Sally's replacement because Greg had a little cat named Sally and she had to be put to sleep because she had some wicked neurological issues where all her hair was falling out and it was going to be into the thousands of dollars. And we were just like, I just can't do it. We have 5 cats. At that time, we had 6. Yeah, Tippy's not going to like it at all because he likes his out on the porch time. But right now, they're in a big box on the front porch with cedar shavings and towels and blankets. So they're getting pampered treatment out there. The kitties are. They're so cute. I need to click that video to public. I think it's still private, but it's just a short. And I'll do that after we sign off. I figured I'd go till 2:25, 2:30, so then everybody can jump on the bus. Oh, I needed to do the edge. But jump on the bus over to Yolande at Devon Rex. She's having Kathy Arbor on today with her. And I just like to cover that edge so it's not so obnoxious. I could do this with like a green or a blue marker too, and it would have looked better, but that's okay. Let's shake it a little bit, get it to dry. And I'm going to put this like so. And then we need to pick a saying and stick it on here. And some of these I could add to them if I could come across like maybe another little turtle or something to put off the edge here. Let's put there's a look on the bright side, and it's got sun shining down. Ooh, there's one. Life is meant for great adventures. If these start coming off, I'll add glue, but they seem to be sticking pretty good. Let's see here. And now we're not quite done. We're going to put this on a mat. So it'll be like so. And bam, another card. And what did I do with that? Okay. All right. Well, even if you just pop in for a little bit, Nettie, we'd love to have you. Yes, a sequin or a jewel. I just put the sequins away where I've been working on my boho block. So I went on Amazon and I said, how much would a 10-inch by 20-inch shadow box be? Holy moly, they think a lot of those. So we won't go that route. I can get 3 smaller frames that they'll fit in and put them just next to each other. I would see my whole idea was to put the 3 together in a frame together. And then I wanted to write the information about the swap and all. So I'd have it. Like I did the little inchies we did years ago. I still have that. It's hanging on one side of the fireplace. I'm trying to hang as much art as I can. Just to inspire me. Makes me happy. I saw a meme the other day and it said, art should not match your drapes. Art should speak to your heart. And I thought that was an excellent saying. So that's a pretty card. And that's made with an old calendar. So that's card 2, card front 2. So let's play with this one that I have here. Let's put this paper down first. It's got purple on the back. Yeah, he's short on time. He gets tired so easy anymore. Of course, he is working 2 jobs, and he's not in his 30s. His 65th birthday's coming up. Well, most of us on here know that as we get older, we slow way down. He tries to do all he can, but he has arthritis in his legs, so getting around is really... The shot he got of cortisone helped, and he was moving really good, and it's already wearing off. So he's been limping again. And he pulled the tendons in his ankle. I told him, I said, you might need to get a muscle relaxer to get that to loosen up. And I told him, I said, you know what they'll tell you? Because I pulled the tendons, and do y'all remember that? I was doing a yarn reset at Michael's, and I popped down on the floor onto my knees too hard, and I pulled the tendons on the front of my feet that are right there where your foot attaches to your leg. That was just so blooming painful. And I told him, I said, you remember what they told me? You have to stay off your feet. You have to stay off your feet. So yeah, this is just bits and bobs, things I had that were on my table. I don't know who sent this to me, but it's really cool. So I really like this image. It's almost too big for this, isn't it? I could cut it down some, but I really like the whole image. I might save that for a bigger card. Got this. I like this bird. On one side, he's plain, and on this side, he has a coppery eyeball. Or maybe put one of these ferns on there. I like this. I like this stuff. Oh, that could be pretty. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. Hi, Anina. Uh-oh. No, Tip. No. Come on, get down. Because you'll get up here and you'll start tearing my paper. Come on, get down. They don't want to see your butt either. Sorry, buddy. He was trying to see Nettie, I'm sure. Let's see, what else do I have? I want to trim that perforated edge off in there. I think that's a little too far off. I'm really going back to this. Now I know there was another thing similar. Give me a sec. Let me look through here. See, I got these. Maybe we could take something off from one of these. that would be slightly smaller to go on the front of this one. Let's cut this off from here. I'm pretty sure, Janet, I think you sent these to me. Your coffee dyed. Now see, that fits. And then maybe put something else with it. Let's see. I have to just goof around here for a minute. Just the wrong color. Not pleasing me. What if we... I was thinking maybe cut this butterfly out. I don't know. It just seems off. All right, I'm going to commit to a bunch of what's here. I'm just going to put this down. This might go down better with tacky glue. Tippy, do you want to go out on the porch? You have food and water. I'll crack the door until the wasps start coming in, okay? Come on, you can go out here. There you go. You're welcome. Okay. Stick that down there. I really kind of like the idea of doing cards differently with these and just put a piece of white cardstock on the back to write a note, because then whoever gets it from me could stick it in a journal or use it as a tag, you know, punch a hole in the top, add some trim. And it would probably cost less to mail because it wouldn't be as heavy. What do you guys think of that idea? I love this paper. That I'm sure Janet made this. I'm sure she did. Let's put the top back on the glue for a minute. The only problem with this is because I've cut this off. Now I don't have that pretty, the kind of coffee fill in there. So I'm wondering, what can I do? I really like those two on there together. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like that. Put this on here. Maybe I'll layer this up. I'll put that there. This here. That there. And then maybe I could put my quote on there. Do I have another little flower image, or thought I had another like fern thing. Like this. This is a fern. No. Okay. Oh, I of like those layered up. Oh, the Chihuahua behind there's barking its head off. All right, I'm going to do that. Layer that up. Maybe edge this with some Distress ink. I haven't used Distress ink in ages. That's what I could do to this. We'll just edge it with Distress ink. And it'll look like it was meant to be cut that way. Beef up this edge here. And I want to do this. Howard's looking annoyed at me. Like, stop doing that, woman. I don't know how many cards we're going to get because I'm being too indecisive. I'm taking too long to put them together. And then I'm picking one of these stickers that's nearly impossible to stick down. There's that. Let's put that across there. That there. And then I'll put some this on here. I can hear the dogs farther down barking, so somebody must be walking. Okay. This is the thing that's going to give me the issues. I want that up and that there. All right. Because this is so textured, I'm going to put some tacky on here as well. And hope it doesn't fall apart when it gets mailed. So we'll do this here. Let's go ahead and stick this sticker on here. Let me get my pokey tool. Ow. I twisted my knee. It's okay. I'm hoping when they go in there and clean that mess out that's inside my knee, I'll get to where I can walk without wincing or having to be extra careful. I have so much yard work I want to do, but come on. Oh, it's doing. Come on, I had you loose. It's easier if you try to pull the back away from the front than the front away from the back on these, I've found. There we go. Ta-da! And Dee Dee, she sent me a bunch of these. I got to use them up. Let's put that like so. Woohoo! I've used one. Yay! We'll put that there. Pointy end tweezers. You know, I have some little tweezers that are for my serger, but I'll have to get a different pair because I don't want them to move from the serger because the original ones that came with my serger, they got lost and I had to buy this other pair. So I'll have to add that to my wish list. Pointy tweezers. And I'm trying to leave some of that paper that's down below showing a little bit over here and down here. And then I had this here. Let's push this back so I don't poke myself with it. I'll put that down there. And then I'll have to find a very short saying. I've got to be amazed. That'll fit. And I'll add a little glue to it because I don't know if the coffee would make this stuff, not stick. I don't trust stickers basically. So if I put this here, okay. I'll put some glue right here on the dimensional stuff, the crunchy stuff. Crunchy, I guess. Okay, I'll just put this on here. And again, I'm trying to show the different layers. So I leave a little bit of this flower showing down here. All right, now we'll mat it and we'll have another card front done. That was pretty easy. I might, to keep the kind of aged look going, let's do this on here. And I'm just using walnut stain, the go-to edging stuff. Because if you do something on one layer, if you do it on all the layers, it pulls everything together. Does that make sense to everybody? So let's do this here. I was hoping to get all 6 cards made, but the only way I think I can do 6 cards in an hour is if I sit here and I fiddle with the bits and bobs and have, each card already planned out. And to me, that kind of defeats the purpose of being live to show you guys what I do. Is if I've done half the work already, you're not getting the hints, tips, tricks, whatever you want to call them. Oh, I'm wearing a thrifted dress. Woo! Got it for $6.50 a couple weeks ago. Forgot to show it. Sorry. It's very comfortable. Had to cut the tag out. And then I see all these other girls that sewists on YouTube, and they're buying labels to put in their clothes. And all I could think of is the first thing I do is I cut all the tags and labels out. I'm very tactile. I can't stand something rubbing on the back of my neck. It just drives me to the moon. Just can't do it. Oh, we've got to make one with the big butterfly. We have to. All right. So I'm going to, I was bad and pulled all my tape off, tape covers, but I think we can get it close enough. So there we go. There's another one ready to go. Say ta-da. Using up stuff. Yay. All right. So I got to have something that will go with this. And this, let's just see if he'll fit, if it's on a mat. If he goes beyond this paper, it can still be okay if he'll fit on here. And I think what I'm going to do is, before I get started with putting anything behind him, I'm just going to go around and try to cover up some of this white with this marker. Get at least some of it covered. Oh, that soup smells good. I wonder if I should make cornbread or some biscuits or something to go with it. Scott likes cornbread because he can break it up and drop it in the soup. It's a southern thing, I think. Gotta have cornbread if you're going to have soup. I'm kind of glad he's off from teaching for about a month before he starts back up to that. Oh, I was telling you guys about the kittens. For anybody that didn't know, the little cat, was getting bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. And then when we were out there working on the fence, it was almost like she wanted somebody nearby because she went under our dog's house and had the kittens under the doghouse. And then about a week later, she stayed under the doghouse with them. And about a week later, um, there was the two male cats that hang around all the time. Lars, the big black cat from next door, another one from next door. He was sitting on the windows right here watching. And then the orange cat that nobody seems to know where he came from, that everybody calls Chester Cheeto, he was on our garage roof. And what the two male cats were doing, they were watching the little female cat carry her kittens up over the fence, and she put them in the corner by the dining room window. And then we had a downpour of rain, and I was sleeping there in the front room in the recliner because I can't lay down to sleep all night long without this knee hurting. And the downpour, I heard those kittens just screaming. And I got my rain slicker and I went out there and I rescued them and put them on the porch in the box. And the mother cat came, and she seemed to be very relieved that I had rescued the babies. But I just thought it was funny that the two male cats were just watching her do all the work, getting those kittens to the front of the house. Now this is about the right color to pop that butterfly off, but I need something underneath it. This looks like old stuff. Let's see. If I put this down on the white first. Oh, yes. All right. So I'm going to just glue this on here. We'll just stick this down here. Hi, Barbara Clark. Uh-oh. We're running out of tape. Let's go to here. This is all. I got another one handy. Have no fear. There's more tape near. Tomorrow is Craft and Chat with Ann and the girls. And Friday, I'm going to attempt to chat again with those that were in last week. So, and if somebody gets tired of being in there, I'll take somebody out, add somebody back in. You know, maybe switch people out. So everybody gets some chat time in. I know our room on Thursdays can get too crowded sometimes, but we have fun still. I just thought it would be fun. But on Friday, I don't want to stay all day on Friday. I have things I have to do on Friday too. And I think a couple hours is, about good to hang out, especially since it's the second day of the week that I do that. I'm going to bring this over here. I hear sirens. I noticed when Scott and I were leaving the house, was it yesterday? That up by the trampoline park, which is in the old Winn-Dixie, up from us, that there was a floral cross, like somebody had been hit and killed up there. So people drive crazy. Greg is trying to sleep. My son, he works like 5:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. or maybe a little less than that. Oh, you know what? I put it on there the wrong way. Well, I might have to use half of the butterfly. And the reason I say that is the letters would be sideways. But I could use half of this butterfly or most of him on here. I don't know. Will he fit if I do that? If I put this way and then I put the butterfly on, it would hang off the card. But I could do like part of him. I might just do part of him. That's what we'll do. I'll mount part of him on here. And then we need a place to put our quote or whatever. That's not the right. This looks okay. Thinking. I don't want to glue him down until I figure out what I'm doing. Oh, look, another little turtle. I'm just going to cut a strip to put one of the quotes on, like I did before. Let's do this big long quote here. Tippy is rubbing his jowls on the catnip filled rubber we have on the corner in the hallway. It's got like brush on it. Scott thought it would be a good idea, and they all seem to love rubbing their teeth area on it. It's like they're trying to overcome each other. Cole will rub on it, and then our cats will rub on it some. It's like there's a big competition of who can get their scent on that particular toy. And that's going to leave shiny business. We'll make it work. Let's cover this up so I don't get tacky glue everywhere. All right, I'm just going to trim this down and maybe edge it some. Let's see. I had started to do something with this, so the end of it's been folded. I don't know what I was doing. Who knows? One of my local crafty friends is hosting a jewelry sale, but I'm not a huge jewelry wearer. About the only thing that doesn't leave my body is my wedding band. All right, so even this is going to hang off, so that'll be fine. I'm just doing this here, or no, I'm going to go this way. Might need a shorter message on here. It's okay. I have shorter ones. And I'll just put it on here. Let's cut this to the 3 3/4 inch length. That'd be smarter. That way I'll know it fits exactly on here. How about there's beauty and simplicity? Boy, the neighbor dogs are really barking up a storm. I was hoping to have more made. I kind of like having an hour limit. It forces me to be more creative, I think, quicker. I'm going to have to trim that by hand. What did I do with the scissors? I buried them. Okay, I need to put the butterfly on before I attach the two there. I've kind of thinking this is more of a moth and not a butterfly. Might have to set this under my block of hardwood that Scott gave me to be sure it sticks down. Okay, which I don't have over here right now. Okay, I'm going to put some adhesive on there. I don't really want to use this. Oh. Okay. How we doing on time? Just about. Oh, she thinks it's an earthquake, the marching band. Now, when they put at the old Columbia Raceway, which is here in Casey, they do musical shows, and I can't remember the Judd daughter. She came and she was playing, but there was another band that came that they got in trouble because they were too loud. We're quite a ways away from the raceway back in here where our house is, but it was still shaking our windows. That's how loud they were. They got fined a lot of money for being above the decibels that they were supposed to. And the cats were freaking then. Howard goes, we call it his bunker. He goes under the couch, Greg's couch, when there's something that loud going on. Oh, I cut its wing off. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna do the stuff here. I got glitter on that somehow. So I'm gonna show you the cards I made because I want everybody to be able to go see Yolande with Kathy Arbor. So I'm going to show these to you real quick. Let me finish this one up. And hopefully we'll do this some more for a couple of Wednesdays. We'll do card like this together. And I'm really leaning toward loving the idea of just putting a piece of cardstock on the back. I might do that on a couple of these. And then this would give me some place to write, and I could just pop a note in with Happy Mail, and it would look like a tag, and it wouldn't technically be a card, right? Because it doesn't open. I know I use way too much tape. Oh, Kathy had to go. Okay. Bye. I'm going to be heading out here in just a minute. I want to show the cards that I made. For those that weren't here when I made them. I might keep playing for a little while longer before I put this stuff away. I don't know. I got to peel potatoes. That's another reason for me to get off from here. So I can mix up some cornbread maybe. Oh, I love that. And then if I just take some of these, I could do that on the ones I've made. Let's do these. And I'll just put this on the back, and then all I got to do is write a note on here. Oh, I love this idea. So much easier to add to a journal. All right, so now I can write a message and I put something on there. Oh, well, it's handmade, right? So there's that one. Let me move this stuff over. And let's put a piece of paper on the back of this one. I really like how these turned out. Oh, my new battery for my laptop came in. Scott just wasn't up to putting it in last night, but he did get my little shortcut to managing the zoom and all, and the autofocus, but I forgot to turn it off again today, I think. All right, this is the back. It doesn't matter which way this goes because this is just a plain piece of paper. So if you get one of these, you'll know why it's not got a folded card attached to it, because I thought this would be so much easier to just pop in a pocket in a journal. Or you could add just a folded piece of paper and make it a flap that way. So there's that one and that one. One here. So I got 4 made instead of 6, but that's 4 cards made, right? I just want to finish these. I'll just pop these in my box and they'll be ready to go. Add it up here. Doesn't matter which way either. So that one will go that way. And then, oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bonk you guys. Well, that kind of worked out good that I didn't get more made, because then I had the white paper to put on the backs of these. Howard's asleep on the table here. So there. Oh, and I want to peel some potatoes to add to the soup too, or throw some macaroni in. Are you add potatoes or macaroni? Do you add potatoes or pasta to your vegetable soup? Or what do you add to your vegetable soup? Are you a barley person? I tried adding barley once and we didn't care for it. So I didn't do that again. All right, last card for today. So 4 cards. Whoops. Oh, there's Yolande. See, what am I? There we go. I'm getting it slowly. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed that. I'm sorry I'm so indecisive today, but I think 4 cards in an hour is pretty good. Barley to beef soup, noodles, dumplings to chicken soup. Yeah, okay. I could do I could add a potato to it, but then do drop dumplings on top. Scott likes that too. You like to use some kind of pasta. Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Go have fun with some gel printing. It's really funny. She should be live now, but it says live in 30 minutes just popped up. But I know she's usually on at 2:30. All right. Oh, it's okay, Janet. I know what you're saying. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for playing along with me. See you in the next one. Gotta find the mouse. I've buried it. There it is. There it is. Nice to see you, Lori. Bye, guys.